Hawkins here with Chickenhawkfarmstead, and today I'm going to go over how I suggest planting your Comfrey root cuttings. I've been selling these on eBay, and the other day we decided to pot some up ourselves, so I gave them to my wife, and she went out to pot them up. And after speaking to her today, I found out that she potted them up what I would consider and what a lot of people consider the wrong way, which will either cause them not to germinate and reproduce at all, or sprout, or take a lot longer than they should. So I'll go over some of the way I do it and best practices, I think at least, and what I've learned over the years of doing this and from other people who've done it and research I've done. So we'll get right to it. Okay, so here's some root cuttings we have, varying size, anywhere from some itty bitty ones to what I consider pretty big cuttings here, you know. And the fatter it is, the less in length you need, because you get that reserve energy in there. And honestly, I've seen cuttings half this size root just fine. I mean, you can see that's about the size of a pencil. That's about as small as I like to go. But yeah, like I said, there's some varying size here. So now initially, first thing is, when you plant this, you want to plant it like that, parallel. So the ground's here, and the root cutting's sitting underneath of it, running long ways. A lot of people think you need to plant it like this. It really needs to be like this. It just has to do with, since it sprouts up, when it goes to grow a new plant, they come up this way when it's injured. And so here you can see one that actually, it's a good size cutting. This was planted down like this, and you see how it came out the side there, and now so it had to come out and then it has to go up. It's a lot of energy this cutting is going to use before the plant even starts to break the surface and can start getting more energy from the sun. And that's one of the reasons why planting them wrong will actually make them fail to germinate. So like this guy here, planted this way, the sprout has to come out the side and then travel up. This little one may not have enough energy in it to get all that growth out of it, because you're basically telling it's got to double its size. You know, these little bit bigger ones, they might pull it off, but you're gonna have a lot better and quicker success of planting it like that. You can see which ends are cut there. The other thing that I like to do is I get nice moist soil, and I put them into a tray or something like that, and that way, you know, they all got holes on the bottom, and that way it wicks that water up and keep this moist, and keep these nice and moist the whole time until that plant starts to grow. It's going to help the little root cuttings out. They only contain so much moisture, so planting them in the ground, I personally don't suggest. I think it's a lot better, and you're going to get, I mean, I get 100% success rate 90% of the time. Anybody knows how that works out. So, but yeah, by just planting them sideways, a little bit of soil, and like I said, keep your water in there. It's going to keep it moist. You plant them in the ground, you're not guaranteed to keep it moist all the time. You run the risk of it drying out in the middle of the day while you're at work or whatever. And if you can grow them out to, I usually do at least this size, if not where they have 2 or 3 leaves on there. And then you pull that out and you pot it up, and it's got a little bit more root structure, and it's got a little bit something to give it a little oomph. And then, you know, throw that down there, put some straw over it, make sure it stays watered for a day or two, and once they take hold, they're pretty much bulletproof. So we're going to replant some of these, and all we're going to do is put them in here. Alright, so this little guy's already started like that, so I'm just going to let it go. And being the bigger cutting, it should be fine. So I'm one-handed right now, so I'm going to bury that in there like that. These ones, I'm not very nice to them. Stick it down there, get some soil over it, and that's about it. So some of the fatter ones. Just make sure it's pointing the right direction. Get some soil over it, and you're done. But That's all there is to it. Nice and simple. Like I said, once they come up and they're about this size or so, then that's when I like to go ahead and plant them. It's just going to give you a lot better overall success rate and more bang for your buck, especially if you're ordering these cuttings. Now, once you get an established plant, after about 1 year, you can go dig that plant up and you'll have enough cuttings on there. Cut little chunks off just like those, and there you go. You got all the plants you'll ever need. You only need one of these to take. If you can get one of these to take and make it 1 year, you should never have to order cuttings again, unless you just refuse to dig them up for whatever reason. But I'll put a link in to where I cut up a plant that I had that was in the description below. It's a plant that I dug up after 1 year, and I think I got 30 or 40 cuttings off it. And it kind of shows some of the same stuff here, just the actual pruning process and stuff like that. So, all right. Plus, I think there's a Comfrey root playlist I got on my channel now. So. All right, that's it. Y'all have a great one, and I hope this helps with planting your Comfrey root cuttings.